Welcome.
Hello and welcome to our self-love practices. My name is Catherine Wolf.
And my name is René Rioster.
And we are your self-love coaches. So today we want to talk about what the hell is this presence thing and why it matters a lot.
What the hell is not this presence thing and why we all get to do that so well would be because we've been programmed with this not presence thing. It's like what has happened in the past and what is going to happen in the future is always more important than this here now moment.
But you see, time is an illusion. Time does not exist. Where is the past now? Where is the future now? You will never find an answer to those things because they do not exist. The only thing that exists is this present moment right here. And the reason that presence matters a lot is because if it's the only thing that exists and you're not there, then you are missing out on your life.
Also, the only place that love resides is in this now moment. So for me to be able to experience love is also where happiness is, inside of that same place, inside of myself and all around me all the time. Well, when I am stuck in the past or worried about the future, I do not experience that now love and happiness that exists in this moment.
Yeah, we are programmed in fear. So we are programmed to hold on to the past or to fantasize about the future, want to change the now moment rather than being in acceptance of what is here now. And every time we do that, we hurt ourselves a lot. When we are present, we're able to experience everything that exists. We're able to experience the love that we are. When we're not present, that love is not here.
There's also no preference in this now moment of liking this or disliking that. The only thing in this now moment is what life is experiencing and how I am receiving it. And in my receiving, I get to respond lovingly or I get to react out of fear. So that's why this presence thing is like super important to understand, not intellectually, because that does not mean much, but how to actually apply this presence thing. When we have that, we get to experience love in this now moment. We get to experience this one thing that we are all chasing, happiness inside of ourselves.
Yeah, so there's many tools that we can use to bring us back to the present moment. But what I would like to look at first is why it matters a lot. And we've spoken a little bit about this, that if you're not present, you can't experience love. But let's talk about what happens when we are not present and not experiencing love.
So totally out of acceptance of what is presented by the world outside. Like, no, I don't accept that. And within that, the fear in which I am is now created this internal conflict inside of myself. There's so much doubt and uncertainty that the outside is not going to be how I want it. And you are right, it's not going to be. And within that non-acceptance, we create that very thing that we are afraid of. So if it is anger that's going to come up, if it is guilt or hurt or sadness, like that does not matter. It's always going to take some other form. And then we get to project because of this thing outside of me. I feel like, you know the story?
And when that happens, we create exactly that. We create more of what we do not want. So that's why it matters a lot. Because every time you get caught in your anxiety, you get caught in your fear, your worry, your stress, your shame, your guilt, your anger, it does not matter what it is. Every time you get caught in that, you are not present. It's because you are not present. And as you do that, you are creating that outside of yourself. So you will create more and more situations for you to affirm the feeling that you are feeling right now.
Which is not love.
No, it's not love. And it's not loving to you, which is why it matters to you a lot. So with that,
we can keep going,
yeah, let's leave that one there. And let's give you a tool. Yeah, let's help you become present, because most of us are not present most of the time, and we're not even aware that we're not present most of the time. So the first thing to do is to bring awareness to when we are not being present. And how do we do that?
Yeah, that's really easy. It's like this zero state inside each and every one of us. If it is super excited or if it's super happy, it's out of the zero space. And the zero space is just really a space where I'm okay and everything outside out of me is okay, and I can just breathe. Now, within that, we have acceptance.
Yeah, acceptance is that space of grace in this present moment, that I do not have control over what is happening, and I do not know what is in my own best interests, and just allowing what is happening to happen, and being okay and loving towards ourselves in that process. And that is really, really key, right?
It's really an instant. Like in that instant, we get to give that to ourselves. Like, unfortunately, nobody outside will give that to us but ourselves. And in making this acknowledgement that this is good enough for me, I deserve this, and I'm going to give this to me, we get to do deep diaphragm breathing, sometimes 5 or 10 deep breaths, brings us back to this present moment. We can look at this past thing that we were stuck in that was hurting us and be like, no, thank you. And then we are in this moment.
And then we get to experience grace and love for ourselves. And with that, we've got that to give to the world. And that's how we get to create more of what we do want. Not by changing the world outside, being okay, changing ourselves to be okay despite the world outside.
Mm-hmm. True.
So with that, we would like to share that we are always doing some amazing work in self-love. We have got this group called Self-Love Practices, and if you want to hear more about the work that we do, please do connect with us. We always love to hear from you guys, and we want to help you to self-love your way to epic relationships,
radiant health,
and radical abundance. So do join us. Bye for now.